Millennial marriage, millennial marriage, millennial marriage.
They wanna compliment you, but too embarrassed.
Millennial marriage, millennial marriage, millennial marriage.
They wanna compliment you, but too embarrassed.
Because that's truly what I enjoy. It has nothing to do with being upset with anybody or trying to do anybody wrong. None of that. I'm just trying to recover the best way that I know how. And recovery is not always just physically. I'm recovering in so many ways, mentally, physically, emotionally. Having surgery can drain you in so many ways, especially an unexpected surgery. I didn't know how long, or still don't know how long, the fluid in my brain wasn't flowing correctly. So sometimes that can be a reason why I've been having my dizzy spells, because now that they've corrected the issue, it could be that I'm not used to having a working shunt now. But I don't want to guess. So like I said, I have a ton of questions that I will be asking on Tuesday at my next appointment.
Yep, and just going back to the example of what she's saying, like dressing up even though you don't feel the best, just like on Mother's Day. My wife had dressed up, well, we had dressed up as a family and took pictures, and just doing that'll make us feel happy. It don't matter, we don't have to go anywhere, we could be chilling at the house, just dressing up, taking a picture. And just because it's on social media don't mean that we was feeling the best. That day, all of us was feeling bad.
None of us felt the best. Since then, our baby had to go to the doctor as well.
Yeah.
She ended up having 2 ear infections. Well, an ear infection in both ears and a severe cold at the time. But nobody knew that because we didn't post that on social media. My husband and I, our stomachs were hurting really, really bad, and we didn't know what was going on, but we wanted, because that's our choice, to post pictures of ourselves and our child on social media, because it was Mother's Day and it made me feel happy and it made me feel good as a mother to do that. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we're okay, or we're just trying to stay away, or we're trying to block people out of our lives. It doesn't mean that. But a person wouldn't know that. I mean, a person wouldn't know that if they're automatically judging off of a picture, or if they're automatically feeling some kind of way just because of a picture. And we're basically trying to say it's not being fake, but you just never know what a person is going through, whether they post on social media or not. Some people who overly post on social media, something could be going on with them. Some people who don't post on social media, something could be going on with them. But you should never judge what a person is going through and thinking that you know more about their life than they do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this for anybody. You should probably ask a person how they feel before you judge, because you don't know what somebody's going through. So before you judge, sit there and ask the person how you doing before you say what you want to say or think that somebody need to hear, which they really don't most of the time. But at least ask how the person feeling. You never know what somebody going through.
Y'all don't know how many times I wasn't feeling the best, and I don't want to get emotional, but I said I'm okay. But it was simply because I know that there's really nothing that nobody can do to help what I go through. Yeah, you can probably help me by allowing me to get a nap, by getting my baby for me for a couple of hours, or coming over to help me out a bit. But there's really nothing that nobody can do but pray. You can pray for me genuinely. If you genuinely want to pray for me, prayer does work. But there's nothing that anybody can do. So sometimes I just say I'm okay, even when I'm not okay, because I feel like I'm such a strong person that even when I'm not okay, I'm okay. Because I know that in the end, God is going to take care of me, that I'm going to get through what I'm going through. But you just don't know how hard it is to get through certain things. So you should never judge a book by its cover, or automatically feel like you just know exactly what I'm going through. This is how real I am. I'm still dealing with this. I still have stitches in my head, still have hair growing back, thank you Jesus, but
You might come a little bit closer to the camera. Yeah, if y'all can see that, still have stitches, even though her hair growing back.
I still go through stuff. And that's not to say that I have to distance myself because I'm going through things, but everybody's not the same when they're going through something. And you have to respect that when a person is going through something. Everybody is not the type that want to be around people when they're going through something. Everybody is not the type that look for sympathy when they're going through something. I know how to pray and go to God when I'm going through something. And it doesn't mean that I love you any less when I say that I'm tired or that I don't want to go through something. I don't want to go somewhere. And it doesn't mean that I want you to ask why. Just say, okay, I get it. Deanne must be going through something. Deanne must be tired. Deanne is a stay-at-home mom that's been with her baby that she truly loves, but she's with her baby pretty much 24/8. So no, I'm not looking for sympathy with that either, because I knew what I was doing when I had my baby. But being a mother is not always easy, on top of everything else that I face on a day-to-day basis. So when I don't want to do something, it's for a reason. So I don't need anybody to say why, or you always want to sit in the house. That's my choice. And when I want to do something, trust me, I'll spread my wings and do so. But there's nothing that I'm sitting in this house wanting to strongly do that I'm not doing. If I'm not doing it, it's because I don't want to.
And I know my wife hasn't said it yet, but it could be a day that she feel good, and then the next day she don't feel good.
It could be within hours.
Yeah, with hours. Like, that's just how it is with her situation. So shouldn't be pretty much trying to force her to do something that she don't want to do. Like, you never know how she's gonna feel. So everybody should be understanding and already know this in the first place. But
yeah,
for anybody that doesn't know my wife, that's the situation that she has to go through. So pretty much her obstacles are like 2 or 3 times more than most people obstacles begin with. So it's just a lot.
Yeah, I was explaining to my grandma the other day, even though she knows my situation to the max, but I was telling her that some days at 3 o'clock, I'm perfectly fine. I'm trying to clean up the house, scrubbing the tub out, trying to get dishes. Then next thing I know, it's like I just feel so dizzy to the point that I'm getting ready to pass out. Or I just feel horrible. My body is aching from head to toe by 4. And I just said at 3 o'clock, I was starting to feel good and do things and wanting to put on clothes, wanting to go out and get some air. And then the next thing I know, it's like, whoa, this is a totally different body that I'm in at 4 o'clock. That was just the hour difference. But you wouldn't know that if you didn't ask. I don't care how much you look up spina bifida. I don't care how many people you ask about spina bifida. No 2 people are the same. So what I may be feeling, the next person with spina bifida may not be feeling, and vice versa, you know? So you can never just know exactly what a person is dealing with. And when I feel the best, I do what DeAndrea wants to do. I don't do what everybody wants me to do. And I'm not going to do what everybody wants me to do. I'm a 32-year-old grown, married mother, woman, and I should be able to do what I want to do without being questioned about nothing. I ain't out here harming nobody. I'm not out here disrespecting anybody. I'm not out here doing anything to harm myself. I do what's best for myself and my family and what's pleasing to God to the best of my ability. So with that being said, it's like, I'm good. I feel like I'm good.
At the end of the day, everybody is grown and should be able to move how they want to move without somebody trying to say something. So everybody should just move how they want to move. Don't say nothing about the next person, and everything would be all right. So that's what I think about it.
But I just wanted to hop on to give you all a quick update. Overall, I can say that I'm better than I was in the last video. But a lot of days, it's like I'm taking about, honestly, 50 steps backwards, back to the last video that I made, which was my first day home, I believe. My first day home from the hospital.
Yeah.
And some days I feel like that, like in my last video. And it's been tough, but I'm thankful to God that I'm still here. I'm thankful that I was able to give you guys an update. A lot of people have gone through things and they didn't recover properly enough to even come back to let a person know their update. And I just thank God for progress. I thank God for doctors being able to correct certain things. But God is my doctor, and God is the person, not the person, but God is who I lean on. I really do. I'm not perfect. I don't live a perfect life, but that is exactly who I lean on when I'm not feeling the best. If I can't say no other prayer, I yell out Jesus when I'm not feeling the best. And it has helped me. But I thank you all for watching. I thank you all for supporting my channel. I thank you all for waiting, because I know it's been a couple of weeks. And I just ask that you continue to talk to me in the comment section, to share my videos all over your social media platforms, and please subscribe.
Yep, and everybody pray for my wife, so the next time we make a video, it's going to be that she's been 100% fully recovered. So y'all keep her in y'all prayers and pray for her. And we'll catch y'all soon.
Peace.
See you.
Husband and wife try to come in between us, will cut you like a knife. Things haven't been perfect, but blessed, I guess.